They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawrence. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after that completion. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Lawrence. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw. know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He's looking. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to pass on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, and making sure they shut down that option.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Thorne. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Little touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kentucky going quickly. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football.
Going downfield for the big play. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense in press coverage. They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thorne. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that.
He'll take the deep shot. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for the block.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a call. They're trailing by 10 to Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw it on first down. Tosses it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing? And they're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he hauls it in at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He leaves it with the back. At the 15, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He's
got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down for this offense. Was to pass. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have.
He'll take a deep shot here. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They'll ride the hot hand.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Kentucky right back to the line. The play action fake. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Tempo and overdrive.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for space. It's Lawrence. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Got it behind the line. It's Lawrence. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. A third and long coming up here. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Kentucky will come to the line with a first and goal. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The next time the offense gets down at this point of the field, they need to run the football because this is what's happening when they're trying to throw it in back-to-back plays. 2 negative plays in a row, not good.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And into the end zone. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hope.
Oh, they're faking it. He's looking for a man. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. The offense lining up for a first down play. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get them to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the comeback is on. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Gets open down the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snares it outside. It's Finley. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your first.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide out in motion. Right back to him on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was the tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job of getting his hand on the football, swatting it to the ground.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. He wants to take the top off, and it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. Motion from the offense. Going to the run, it's Lawrence. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll leave it with him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Unloads to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Clemson. And the route is on.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. One more play to pad the stats. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.